I won the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship by the UK government. I also won
Commonwealth
the Shared Scholarship.
Okay.
I also won the Alan Nesta Foundation Master Scholarship.
So you won 2 other scholarships?
I won 3.
3 other scholarships?
Yes.
How did you do it?
How did I do it?
With the CV, I know for Erasmus scholarships or most of scholarships in Europe, they prefer the Europass format.
Yeah.
So with the Europass format, I'll put a link to the website in the description. You can just go to the Europass CV website and create an account with them. And I think they have a CV builder. You just fill in your details and you'll be able to build a CV and then tailor it to your needs. And is it free?
It's free.
It's free. And then you download it.
Yes, you download it.
Right. So that's easy.
But while you are at it, do away with your date of birth, your religion, marital status. These things shouldn't be on your CV.
Yes. So your date of birth, marital status, religion.
Yes, whether you are single or like
whatever, they are not.
It won't
they
have
will not
an
do
influence.
anything. they have nothing to do with those details, right? Okay, I understand. All right. So we move on to the scholarship. So after you have won the scholarship, presently, how much do you get as a stipend?
The stipend is €1,400 per month, and that one should it covers your mobility. If I say your mobility, if you are moving from country to country, if you need any visa or your flight tickets, everything should come from what you are given as a stipend.
Yeah. So is the monthly stipend able to cater for all your needs, or you had to do a job in addition to be able to survive?
That question, I think I can't speak for everyone because people have different. Yes, different lifestyles. For me, it is okay for me.
It's been able to help you.
It depends on your lifestyle.
Buy so many things.
Send money it's back okay. It's okay for me. It's right? Just okay. Just okay.
It's just okay. How much is that in pounds?
For student level, I think that's £1,002. So for a student level, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
But you pay your accommodation and everything.
Yes, you pay from that money. So it is not something that's meant for you to build mansions. No, just to sustain you as a student.
Yeah. And looking at the cost of living in UK and then the cost of living in Estonia, which is higher?
Okay, Estonia has a lower cost of living. I think the only thing that was cheaper in Estonia compared to UK is the accommodation. But for me, in terms of groceries,
does it mean that everything is kind of the same, except
groceries are kind of expensive for me in Estonia, yes,
than in UK.
Yes.
So UK has certain things that are higher but lower in Estonia, and vice versa.
Yes, but overall, Estonia, because most of the monthly cost is from accommodation. So
yes, yeah, very true. If you sit down and calculate how much you pay to your landlord for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years,
you'll be going mad. Like, why am I paying?
I know, right? Right. Okay. So that is settled. What have you gained so far apart from academia? What have you gained from this program, the mobility and like all the things you have experienced so far? What have you gained in terms of your personal growth, your development, and other things you want to talk about?
Okay. So right now, I would say my confidence level is way higher compared to how it
was before.
Yeah, it was before because I'm a very shy person. I didn't like public speaking, but right now I do presentations. I feel good and I feel very comfortable about it because coming from Ghana, my thing it was in my mind that okay, these guys are from different countries with lots of experience. How am I going to?
People are just from backgrounds like you. I think we overthink it.
Exactly, we overthink. So
it,
that's what
yes.
was in my mind from the beginning. But now, okay, I feel I was just being too hard on.
Right,
It's not that
yourself.
deep.
I think it's a Ghanaian kind of thing.
Yeah.
We are reserved most of the
Yes.
time.
Yes. Ghanaians are
pay a one step.
exactly like always chill. So I've had people just from how I speak, how I do my things. The next one, are you a Ghanaian? Even last Saturday when I arrived at Edinburgh, I was speaking with one lady at the bus stop, and she asked me if I'm Ghanaian. I said, "Why?"
Is this person a black person?
White?
White.
And she said, "Like
Ghanaians
you are
reserved.
calm. Ghanaians
Like,
are composed."
Nigerians are
I didn't say that. I don't about it anymore.
It's a known fact that
Yeah.
Nigerians are wild.
And also my socialization skills, because in Glasgow I didn't really make friends apart from those I already knew. But in Estonia I didn't know anyone apart from my course mates, so I had to socialize at church. Even though the church was in Estonian, we were given digital translators to hear what they say in English, and it helps me build my socialization skills.
Have you met any Ghanaians there in Estonia?
Okay, so before I went to Estonia, I got in touch with a Ghanaian on LinkedIn to help me with booking bus from the airport, because their airport is in Tallinn, their capital, and my university was in Tartu, another city. So I wanted to know how I can get a bus, and he was assisting me. So when I went, they added me to a WhatsApp group of Ghanaians in Tartu, and they were 12.
Right.
But
are they students?
Some are students, some have also graduated. But most of the blacks I met there, as usual, they are Nigerians. Yeah.
Nigerians are everywhere. Yeah. So when it comes to Africa, it's Nigeria. When you go to Asia, it is India. Come for me. So you spoke about the travels already. So you did fun trips.
No, not fun, because in Estonia, every trip we went on
was academic.
You need to write an essay. There's an assignment on it. Even in Glasgow, all the trips, like you need to do something. It's not fun. So as you go, be taking notes, because an assignment is following. Yes.
Academia for Compass House. I think now I belong to Compass House. With this taking notes, making essays, writing whatever, well, it is all good. After completing this program, what are your career prospects when you finish this whole program?
Okay, I would like to go into academia. I want to be a lecturer.
Okay.
So my immediate goal is to enroll in a PhD. So I want to start preparing towards that as soon as possible.
What kind of preparations?
For a PhD, you need to find a supervisor, write a proposal. So that's what at the moment preparing.
Your program is 2 years.
Yes.
Is it? So you are finishing next year?
Yes, I'll finish next year in September 2025.
Okay. Then you move straight into PhD.
That's the plan.
Hopefully.
Yes.
So if you are not going into academia, what other things could you do?
Okay, if I'm not going to academia, I could work with a cultural agency like UNESCO, or there are museums around. Museums have education departments. My course is focused on education in museums. And at the moment, I have colleagues who are volunteering with education departments in museums here in the UK and in other places. I'll do my volunteering. It's not compulsory for us to do, but for the experience, I'll be volunteering with some museums in Glasgow in September before I move to Netherlands for my first semester.
Okay, so you've been in Glasgow for 3 months. You move to Estonia, back to Glasgow,
Yes.
and you will be going back to Netherlands.
Yes.
And you have an internship to do in Germany.
Yes, but we already did an internship as part of our course in Estonia.
Okay.
So we were shared among some museums in Estonia, and I was lucky to work with the National Museum of Estonia. It's in Tartu.
Okay.
I worked with them, and at the end of the internship, we had to develop a museum education program for them. We've developed it fully. So in the coming months, they will implement the program we developed for them.
Okay, in that museum.
Yes, they will do that.
And who are they going to teach you this program?
Adults, because I did the program we did was on nightlife exhibition.
Nightlife exhibition.
About how people's lifestyle during the night.
Okay.
In Estonia. You know what happens
Yes.
at night. That's why it's important we do that for adults. It's an entertaining yet very educational program for adults. Yes. So another group also did an educational program for kids in the same museum using a very different exhibition. Yeah.
Earlier, you were advising people to try and get good grades in their undergrads and all that. So my question is, for people who have low GPAs or CGPAs, do they still stand a chance of getting awarded the scholarship?
Yes, absolutely. You stand a chance. It's all about adding value to your portfolio. And if I say adding value to your portfolio, you could do some courses online. You can volunteer with research institutions or any other institutions. Your work experience, because what the board look out for is not just your academics, but your entire profile, what you have been able to do as a person. But I keep stressing on good grades, because if someone also has
good grades
and also has
all
your, it will definitely come back to who has the best. Do you get it?
Qualifications.
Yeah.
Have we got any museums in Ghana?
Yes.
Apart from Kwame Nkrumah Museum.
Yes. Ghana has over 10 museums.
All right. So do you have any plans of going back to Ghana to develop or help in any way at all?
Yes, I would like to. I would like to help, especially with education programs in the Cape Coast Castle Museum and the National Museum, because recently I've seen that I follow the Ghana museums on Instagram, and I've seen the National Museum. They are at least doing some educational programs for schools, which I find very interesting. So I think with the exposure I have had visiting museums and exhibitions between the UK, we even had a trip to Sweden as usual. I'm a museums person. I had to go and see a museum there. Yeah. What I have seen in Germany, what I have seen in Estonia, what I will see in Germany, what I will see in Netherlands. I think with this and the experiences at hand, I'm in a good place to say I can offer help. Yeah. So if I am wanted, why not? I'll be ready to.
Must you be wanted?
Assist. I can't go when people say they do not. No one has told me they do not need me, but I have tried to connect with people working at the Ghana Museum on LinkedIn, but none of them have accepted it. Yes.
They do not have any dedicated person managing the social media account and then having a prompt response to people's inquiries.
Okay, so far I've been, for my thesis, I wanted it to be on a museum in Ghana. Okay. So, and I've been warned not to put myself in a situation where you will need information. You know how things work in Ghana, and no one will mind you. So For the people I've spoken to, I have a colleague who also did museum studies at University of Leicester in England.
Okay.
And he worked with one private museum called Nubuke Foundation.
In Ghana?
It's in Ghana. It's a museum and an art gallery. So I also got in touch with them and they were very responsive. So if I'm
that is the thing with private.
Yes, if I'm to do something in Ghana, I wouldn't want trouble because my thesis will just be for about 6 months. I don't want a situation where I'll need an information and I wouldn't get. So I'll rather not put or throw myself into this trouble where I can easily get information from private institutions.
Have you had any challenges with visa application, accommodation, and those things so far?
So far, no. I think for Netherlands, they have a different application, especially for students. You apply for the visa through your school.
So you can't use the Estonia visa. I thought Estonia is Schengen. Belongs to the Schengen area.
Schengen, but I'm staying in Netherlands for more than 90 days. So I need to get their right documentation. For Netherlands, my visa is already approved, but I need to book an appointment with their embassy to get the entry sticker, like they do for UK, before I get the residence permit when I get there. But right now, there are no appointment dates.
Right.
Yeah.
For Estonia, you applied for visiting visa?
No.
Student visa?
Yes.
Okay. Which gives you 90 days?
No, it's 1 year.
1 year?
Yes.
So, what is the difference with the Schengen?
If you are staying in a Schengen country and you don't have residence permit from another Schengen country, you can't stay more than 90 days.
Okay.
For the Estonia has certain rules. If you are doing long-term study, my long-term study was for just 1 year.
Okay.
So 1 year, they had to give me just 1 year visa without me having to apply for residence permit. If I had the Estonian residence permit, I wouldn't have to apply for the Dutch visa. But here is the case, I only have the Estonian visa, so I will need an actual residence permit. Yeah.
Okay, for Netherlands.
For Netherlands.
And that allows you to stay in any Schengen area?
That would allow me to stay in any Schengen area.
I think this program has a lot of benefits. Aside academic and financial, scholarship.
It has a lot.
Because let's count it. You have been in about 6 countries.
Okay, UK, so far UK, Estonia, Latvia, Finland, Sweden. Yes, so far.
And you are going to Netherlands and Germany.
Yes.
That will be 7.
Yes.
And there will be more. Oh, it's a good program. Guys, if you have to put everything you need to get this program, at least even if you don't do well in academic, you have a lot of exposure. Trust me. For
academic, you have to do well. Because everyone, everyone on the program is good. When we do presentations in class, the lecturers even tell us that everyone's work is top notch. You will be challenged to put out your best because everyone is bringing their A game. And you don't want a situation where, the Ghana boy just came to do something. No. If you're on the program, you're representing your country. So everything you do, have it at the back of your mind. And you have to give them some impression.
Are you the only Ghanaian in your group?
Yes. It's hard to find more than one nationalities on the same program.
For real?
Yeah. So for me, we are 23 and we have 2 Indonesians, but one isn't Erasmus scholar. It's another scholarship. I don't know about it, but yes. So if you are talking about the scholarship,
so this means that when you take museum studies,
education in museums and heritage.
Education in museum and heritage. They took only one person from Ghana.
Yes, one. And for those coming, I know one.
Is going to be your friend.
Yes, the Ghanaian lady. Yes. Yeah, just one. So if you are applying for certain course, make sure you are the best from your country to get into it.
No chance to spare. I see. So if you look at the programs on the Erasmus Mundus catalog, which is the easiest to enter?
There is nothing like
There's
easy.
nothing like
Nothing
easy.
like that. Yes.
They are all competitive.
Everything is competitive. There is nothing like easy scholarship.
Hmm.
Like I get random messages on social media. Please, which scholarship is the easiest to get?
Why do we even want the easiest?
Why do you even want the easiest in the first place?
Right.
Oh,
Oh, okay. This is right. Okay. And so for a lot of people who watch my channel are health professionals.
yeah.
The only thing that happens to be um the only program that happens to be something compatible with their backgrounds is public health.
Yeah.
But the public health has also become a challenge.
A
I think the last
challenge.
time you were in contact with one of my friends.
Yes. The thing is, if people approach me with courses outside my field, it shouldn't be about museums.
Hmm.
If it's humanities or social sciences, like I'll be ready to assist. But if it's science related like public health, I may not give you I may give you just generic, general. But if you want specific tips, I may not be the right
person to
person.
do
Yeah.
that. No, but I believe that the application process, in as much as you tailor information to suit whatever course you are choosing, is the same. The process is the same.
It's the same.
So
It
either
is the
way,
same, but
your advice will still be valuable.
it will be valuable, but it will be very helpful if you can have
Get somebody who is in the program.
someone who is in the program. Yes.
They will know details to be able to. And how will you be able to find people in the program?
LinkedIn. Yes.
How do you search? Find people in your program?
I didn't find people in my program because we were the first batch.
Okay.
I didn't find people. So let's say when I was going to Estonia and I wanted to find Ghanaians in Estonia on LinkedIn, I just searched 2 keywords, Ghana, Estonia, and I had people.
You entered Ghana, Estonia in the search bar.
Yes.
And then it gave you people.
Or what you can do is search for the name of your course, the course you want to apply for on LinkedIn. It will bring you
all the people in that program. Because
yes, including sometimes the program directors will even
pop up.
Yes, but don't go and ask any program director to give you tips. They are supposed to be neutral.
Yes.
They can't do that.
Not tips, but reasonable questions. Is there anything you wish you had known before the program?
Before the program, anything I wish I had known? Not really, because preparations meet opportunity. I was fully prepared.
You were fully prepared for the thing.
Yes,
it was like you hit a jackpot. I mean, I was looking at people's comments and similar videos on YouTube, and people were talking about ECTS, the European. What is it?
ECTS is like credit.
Before you do the program, you need ECTS. Before you apply, do you need ECTS?
Some programs would require that you have some ECTS in some related courses.
Okay. So if a program requires ECTS means European Credit Transfer System. So you will need credential evaluating.
No, you wouldn't have to evaluate it, but you have your transcript. Let's say if they are looking for 30 ECTS, on your transcript you have credit hours on related courses you have taken. So you can do the I don't know how they calculate, but you can find the calculation online and do it yourself. You don't have to go through any evaluation.
So it is just like you because the credit hours on the related courses you have already done
on your transcript,
and then find online how to convert it into the ECTS
you don't
standard.
even have to do it. If you apply, they would do it themselves. That's
Okay.
how the elimination comes in.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So your program didn't require that.
They didn't require that, but they mentioned on their website backgrounds where applicants should come from.
Okay.
So they had backgrounds in tourism, archaeology, anthropology, heritage studies, those kind of things. Yeah.
Do you know about any other scholarships?
Yeah, I know. I won the Commonwealth Share Scholarship by the UK government. I also won
Commonwealth.
the Shared Scholarship.
Okay.
I also won the Alan Nesta Foundation Master Scholarship.
So you won 2 other scholarships?
I won 3.
3 other scholarships?
Yes.
How did you do it?
How did I do it?
I think you should go into the profession of mentoring people on scholarship application.
Yes, I've considered that, but time.
It
That's why I would personally not like to give people one-on-one.
No, they pay for it.
Pay.
Yeah.
If you pay,
If it's going to be
fine,
one-on-one,
because we have agencies.
if
Even
it's
if
going to be
you
one-on-one,
ask
they
them
pay
for
it.
appointments, about advice, which courses you should choose, you even pay them.
Yes.
People even pay.
Because
So
your time is very valuable.
yeah,
to you.
so with
You don't have
four
much time,
scholarships won. And recently, I also won another funding for summer school by the British government. So with this, I think I'm in right place too.
Yeah,
I'm an expert too.
How have you been doing the applications? I mean, how do you do these things to get the scholarships and the funding and all these things? You should start teaching people. You should start creating content about it.
Oh yeah, I think I should.
Yeah, you should. Because it's so these other scholarships, Commonwealth Shared Scholarship,
Alan Nesta Foundation Scholarship,
Alan Nesta Foundation. I will list those ones. I cannot remember.
And graduate assistantship at Ohio University in the US.
I see.
Yeah. And I was also on reserve list for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship at University of Oxford. So for Oxford, I got the admission, but I didn't get funding.
So why did you choose Erasmus over, or it came first over all these other scholarships?
Okay, so for what I got, I felt the Erasmus had better prospects.
Okay.
That's why I chose it.
But all of them came the same time.
Okay, so the first one that came was the graduate assistantship at Ohio University. It came in early March. I didn't respond. So mid-April, that's when I got the Erasmus scholarship. A week later, I got the Commonwealth Share Scholarship. And in May, I got the Alan Nesta Foundation Scholarship. Yeah.
So, looking at it this way, how do you search for scholarships online?
How do I say? I got to know scholarships through YouTube videos.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you went to the individual.
I had subscribed to content, academic or education related content.
Okay.
So that's where I found my
you found scholarships.
Yeah. And also friends' recommendation. Your circle of friends would determine the kind of information
you get.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think you have to come and teach people how to do this scholarship thing because a lot of people want to apply for these programs. People are doing and they are getting back. People are also not getting the right information to do the right applications.
Yeah. So for me, I applied the first year I started applying for scholarships. I applied for 5 scholarships. All were rejections.
Okay.
For some ordinary admission, no
funding.
I didn't even get admission to even get me funding. It is the same transcript I used to apply the second time. So the main changes were my motivation letter and my CV.
So I think this is where the experience comes from. Because rejection builds you.
It will teach you a bigger lesson.
Teach you so many things.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I now get it why you won 4 scholarships in a row.
Yeah.
The Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Is it only IELTS they accept, or they accept other English proficiency tests?
Well, there are no general requirements or general rules for Erasmus. It depends on the university you are applying to. Some universities may accept just a letter, a signed letter from your educational institution, confirming the fact that you studied in English. Others may also accept verified WASI results, the English language, because for University of Glasgow, they verified my English.
Verified WASI result. Do you have to do anything about it?
No, I uploaded my results and sent them the card with the details, the scratch card with the details, which is used. So they use that to check.
So this means that you went to buy a new scratch card, as if you are now checking your WASI results.
Yes, I bought it and I sent it to them, and they did their.
They did the verification. They said you don't need to upload. No. So they verifying from the source.
From the source,
right?
And just pray it doesn't contradict what you have uploaded, because you come across as dishonest.
So you mean people forge? Because
I'm sure universities have had cases of people forging. That's why they need to verify
themselves. Yeah. And this is done after you have been given admission.
Yes. Okay. So I was conditionally admitted, and the condition was to verify the.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And is the motivation letter the same as the statement of purpose?
Motivation letter, statements of purpose, personal statement. These are twins.
They are not the same.
They are the same.
Okay, so motivation letter is the same as
because its content are the
and
same.
The same as personal statement.
Personal. It depends on
people use it interchangeably.
Because motivation letter, you find motivation letter in European terms or European language, but you find personal statement and statements of purpose are usually in the US. And Australia. Okay. But for most European universities, I mean outside the UK, what they use is motivation letter. Yes.
So I saw a video where somebody was saying some schools will require you to upload 2 different documents, personal statement, and it's going to be about you and something like I got confused.
I don't know what the person was referring to, but when I was applying to Ohio University in the US, apart from my statement of purpose, I had to submit a biographical essay that was purposely about me.
Right. So I think this is what the person was talking
about. Maybe. And some schools will require you to write a diversity statement.
What is
to
that?
show how committed you are to diversity. Marginalized people, like those kind of
people from different backgrounds.
Yes. Yeah.
So many requirements. So it means that for you to stand a chance of winning any kind of scholarship, that is somebody's hard-earned money they are using to support you.
Yes.
So they also demand a lot from you.
Yes.
Like you have to
go no one. So I tell people that after writing your motivation letter, be honest with yourself. Position yourself as a neutral. Read it and ask yourself that if I were a millionaire, would I invest in someone?
Person.
Yes. If your answer is no, it means you need to improve.
Do something more about it. People are getting admissions and scholarships awarded. People are being rejected as well.
Yeah.
And everybody wants the chance or the opportunity to go. So people who are ready, prepared, readily waiting for the word go, they will pick it and it will be there. So like you don't have to do any lazy work.
Yeah.
You have to be like
I don't know how the admissions board and committees they do their selection, because they always come up with the best among the pool. So if you do any shabby work, no matter how well you think you have written, it will show in your motivation letter, your CV, how lazy you are or how unprepared and inconsistent you are, they will be evident in these things.
What role can AI play in your motivation?
I won't advise you to use an AI to write a motivation letter. A motivation letter is your story. No one can tell your story better than yourself, not
Yes.
even an AI. If you use an AI, these letters go through plagiarism checkers. There are instances where people in their second year of PhD are asked to like give it up because they have done several background checks and it has shown that their motivation letter was plagiarized or written by an AI or any other thing. You are not sure someone would like to put themselves in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know universities.
It can give you structure, what and what to write, but do well to like write your thing yourself.
So, some universities have their rules regarding how you can use AI in doing this kind of thing. So, see, it is a fact. The AI, no matter what, we are going to use it because where we are getting to in the world, with even university programs focusing on AI and all that, we cannot look over the fact that AI is going to be used.
Yeah.
But how to use it ethically, that's where the
exactly
problem
use
lies.
it ethically, because people have mastered the art of knowing things that are written by ChatGPT.
Like
If
you
I
are not
see
skilled,
something written by ChatGPT, I see.
if I want to
So
write,
even me, if I see, what makes you think an admission board member will not see? Because ChatGPT is not dynamic
it gives you
at all.
no, it's
There are
not
certain
no, it
words
is not
it
about, it's
keeps.
not dynamic. It is about how you use it. If you don't know how to use if you don't know how to use it, that is where it gives you generic information, because you cannot
And
go
there are
to
some words it likes using a lot.
you cannot go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to write you motivation letter or statement of purpose and expect ChatGPT to generate something good for you. No, it doesn't work like
Or
that.
know about your life history,
No.
what you have been
So
doing.
this
No.
is how you can use ChatGPT ethically. You can let it give you a structure, as in how
It
a
should
good
be.
motivation
Exactly.
letter should look like. So you get an idea of the things you should
Include.
you should
be
include
writing
in them.
about it.
Then you can write. So the motivation letter is basically about your story. What is motivating you to go for the program? The qualifications you have that give you or make you a suitable candidate for the program. Your experiences and what have you. The things that that program could help you achieve in the future. So you can write these things down. And after you have written these things down, it is your story. And then you feed the AI chatbot with this information you have written about you. It writes it well for you in terms of construction of proper sentences and correcting grammatical errors and this kind of thing. So ethically, those are ways you can use ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you want to use to write your statement of purpose or motivation letter. Write your story. Only use it to correct English errors or grammatical errors, but don't go and write statements of purpose for me. That it will obviously give you a generic response. I think we have covered a lot today.
Yes.
So, like you know, Isaac is studying in the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, and that's the scholarship has been so beneficial to him. He's got so much exposure. He mentioned that he has built his confidence level and so many other things. So if you are interested in this program, try and do a good work. I think we have stressed this a lot. Try and investigate the background of the course you are going to do, the university, and go as deep as even finding and faculty members and the kind of things they are doing online, their publications. It gives you an idea of things that are kind of cultural to these universities and the particular program, so that you can align it with your interests, your aspirations, and that helps you to write something you are passionate about, something you think I need this. For somebody like him, he has done things related to museum, and once he spotted it, he knew that this thing is for me. So he was able to write, flawlessly, to get the support of the decision makers. And here he is enjoying greener pastures in addition to education. If you like this content and so many other things I talk about, career growth, personal finance, and opportunities abroad, if you're interested in this kind of things, then do well to subscribe to my channel, and you expect to see more valuable content like this. Don't forget to like this video and share to your friends.